Imagine a world where nothing exists but you. A reality where your thoughts, perceptions, and experiences are the only things that truly exist. This is the intriguing philosophy of Solipsism, a radical concept that challenges our understanding of reality and existence. Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive deep into the fascinating world of Solipsism and explore the idea that nothing exists but you. Solipsism is a philosophical theory that asserts the only thing we can be sure of is the existence of our own mind, and everything else, including the external world and other people, may be an illusion or a product of your own consciousness. It's a concept that has been puzzled and intrigued philosophers for centuries, challenging our perception of reality and the nature of existence. So let's begin by exploring the foundation of Solipsism. The roots of this philosophy can be traced back to the work of the philosophers like Descartes, George Berkeley, and Ludwig Wittgenstein, who have all contributed to the development of this radical idea. Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore I am." He argued that the only existence we can be certain of is our own existence, as we can't doubt our own thoughts. This idea forms the foundation of Solipsism, suggesting that our mind is the only thing that we can be sure exists. But if we only be sure of our existence, can we truly trust the external world? How do we know if it's real or just a product of our own consciousness? Solipsism raises profound questions about the nature of reality and our place in it. George Berkeley, an Irish philosopher, took Descartes' ideas further with his theory of idealism, which suggests that the external world is not real, but rather a product of our perception. He argued that everything we perceive, including objects and others, exists only in our minds. This idea aligns with Solipsism, as it suggests that our own mind is the only source of reality. Imagine for a moment, if everything you see, hear, touch, and experience is just a product of your own mind. The world around you, the people you interact with, even the laws of physics, all just a fragment of your imagination. It's a mind-bending concept that challenges our perception of reality. But what about our perception of ourselves? Can we be sure of our own existence? Solipsism raises questions about the nature of self-perception. If everything we perceive is a byproduct of our own mind, can we trust our own perception of ourselves? Or are we just an illusion in our own consciousness? Ludwig Wittgenstein, an influential philosopher, argued that language shapes our understanding of reality. He proposed the idea of language game, which are social practice that gives meaning to our words and concepts. However, if everything we know is based on language, and language is the product of our own mind, then how can we be sure of the reality beyond our own language games? This raises further questions about the limitations of our knowledge and the nature of the truth. As intriguing as Solipsism may be, it's not without its criticism. Critics argue that Solipsism is an extreme and self-defeating philosophy. If everything is just a byproduct of your own mind, then how can we explain the existence of other people, the laws of nature, and the vastness of the universe? Isn't it more reasonable to assume that there is a reality beyond our own perception? Indeed, Solipsism comes in various forms and interpretations. Some philosophers propose metaphysical Solipsism, which claims that only individual's mind exists and everything is an illusion. Others argue for epistemological Solipsism, which suggests that we can only be certain of our own thoughts and experiences. And then there's subjective idealism, which asserts that reality is a product of our own perception. These different interpretations add further complexity to the philosophy of Solipsism and invites us to question our understanding of existence. So, what can we take away from the philosophy of Solipsism? It challenges our understanding of reality, existence, and limits of knowledge. It invites us to question the nature of our perception, the reliability of our senses, and the concept of self. Solipsism raises profound questions about the nature of reality and our place in it, and it's a philosophy that continues to puzzle and intrigue philosophers to this day. As with any philosophical concept, Solipsism is open to interpretation and debate. It's a thought-provoking philosophy that invites us to reflect on the nature of our existence and limits of our knowledge. I encourage you to delve deep into this fascinating topic, engage in the discussion in the comment section, and form your own perspective. After all, philosophy is about questioning, exploring, and challenging our assumptions. Thank you for joining me on this philosophical journey into the world of Solipsism. And remember, The next time you ponder the nature of reality, ask yourself, is nothing real but you?